What's up, guys? Welcome back to Railway Empire 2, and we are currently on the Industrial Miracle scenario, and this is part 5. And if you've been joining me from part 4, you'll know we're currently in the process now of moving 16 loads of canned food from the Sunderland border, which is all the way over here. Yes, it's a little bit jumpy. This is the PS4 version. We've currently got our canned food being made over here. We've got a train that is currently running. Let's see if we can find it. Schwartz to Essen. Oh, there it is. It's on its way. It's got a fair old way to go. I think we've got a year to get 16 moved. I think we've got enough time to get that done, and we've also got 14 out of 24 explosives moved. Now we need to start thinking about down here. So we're going to press play. We've got 14 million to play with. We've bought out all of the competitors, and we're doing pretty well here, guys. So our next task is to get this guy growing up to at least 40k people, and if we can get that done, we're going to start seeing another business opportunity, which of course we need to be seeing concrete. So we're going to start getting prepared for concrete, and we're going to put, actually, do you know what, let's bid. We're going to put our goods in to start making the concrete. It doesn't actually take too much. So what we're going to do is a new rail line from there to there. Now you're going to instantly see it say no trains are needed, which is fine, but we're going to get ready for that to happen. So we'll put a maintenance depot there, and it will just sit there and wait, and that's fine. Same again with this. These aren't very nice locations, to be fair. But you know what, actually, this is only going to need one line. Let's see if we can. It's not going to need that much, I wouldn't imagine. I mean, we can always make it 2 lines if absolutely necessary. I think we should go around that hilly bit there. It's very slow, like I said here in the PS4 version, guys, but it works the same as the PS5 version and any other sort of version you're looking at. It's just a little bit on the slower side, but we're only doing it on the PS4 version because I've already done the game on the PS5 version and got the trophy. I just need to tidy up my PS4 version trophies, but a lot of people were saying that the quality wasn't great, so I've just decided to redo this. Now what we're going to work towards here is getting that. That is our next one that we need to be getting. Components. Let's engine shed. Ah, sod it. Let's put all. All trains can have that. Essen is growing rapidly. We're going to start seeing the opportunity for a new business up here as well. And as soon as that hits the 40k mark, we're going to be able to do that as well. So it's very slow, of course, but we're doing. We've got tools down there. Yeah, we're doing alright here, guys. So 15 out of 24 explosives are done, and I'm sure there's a train coming up here with more explosives. That one's waiting for deployment. Where our canned food train is. Okay, I'm not sure what's happened there. Why that train's... I think something must have happened there. Not an issue. Not an issue. So we're looking at a new business starting up here soon. I think we're doing okay here, guys. This is just a slow burner now, just while we're waiting for everything else to get going. So I suppose we could start putting, we should put milk in. Let's keep the time flowing now. And we're now in a position where money's pretty good, so we can start spending a bit more on tunnels and not have to worry about it so much. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't want to be spending millions on tracks. We're certainly in a better position. And if we can get some of these other cities growing, even if it's just enough to get another business into an area, then it's all good. At least that way we can kind of get something different put into the areas. So we've got wood. What else? We've got wheat. We've already got wheat. What's running from there? So let's put a new train in. Let's again keep the time running. And let's put in the warehouse down here. Wheat as well. Cows. We don't need cows. Wheat. Good. So we'll start taking that to other places as well. I'm just trying to think what else we could get in here that's really going to benefit our cities for growth. Beans would be good. I think we could probably drive beans from this rest over here through the milk as well, and then into Hattingdon to get them distributed. Yeah, I think that's a fairly decent idea. Just have to feed it in a little bit like that. Amazes me, this game sometimes. I'm not sure what that's doing there, but hey. Make sure we've got some supply towers on the routes. Let's also, well, we've got the money. Maintenance depot. Do a new line from there all the way over to here. Let's put a couple of trains doing that as well. And let's put over here, of course. Beans, good stuff. And that will work eventually. Right, let's see what task we completed then. That was the 24 explosives. We still haven't done any of the cans. So let's see if we can find where our train is. So... Right, so our first one is actually almost there, guys. And the second one is also on the way. So actually we're gonna fulfill that task pretty quickly now. Which is good. I'm just trying to see what we've got in this warehouse. Explosives. Let's take the explosives out. And let's put canned goods in there. At least we've got an opportunity to maybe distribute canned goods from there. Okay, so the 16 loads of canned foods are going to be done any moment, and then as soon as we get up to 40k, which we're at 37 now, we'll then get our concrete created here. which means we need to start looking at our warehouse here and thinking about concrete. Good stuff. Good stuff here, guys. Right, I'm not too bothered about connecting Valbert. It doesn't really seem to benefit me any at the moment. If we could get Schwert to grow, that would actually be a really good place for meat. So what could we do? Wood. We need wood and we need meat. And so where have we got opportunity for wood? There isn't much opportunity for wood at all in this region. Okay, so that's the canned food done. So our next task, of course, is the concrete. We're just going to keep checking our research, and we're going to want electronic factories as well and components. And we want to keep an eye on like up here. So do you know what we're going to do for now? We're going to put a place marker in, because I don't know if that's where we're going to be doing that. What I do want to think about is how we're going to get up here growing, because we do have wheat and stuff like that, but we just don't have any access to wood. Whether or not that means we get wood with an opportunity of buying that in the very near future. We've also got milk down here, which actually we should look at getting milk in. So let's put milk in our warehouse here. And wheat, wheat's not actually supplied very well there, although it is a beer. So let's put 2 trains on that now. Let's see if we can get milk in, because milk should help us grow as well. And we'll fire that through. That is a very expensive line. Let's see if we can get a line actually coming out. Or is it going to allow us to do that? It will. Do you know what? At this point, it's not really that much of an issue, is it? Let's face it, we've got the money. We've got the money, guys. Let's just get it moving. See how many trains we've got running between. Okay, right. So how are we doing down here now? Right, we've grown down here. So this is where our concrete plant is going to go. So we want to get that straight in there. Which means we can then start a new train from there down to there. And it takes only the filings, and we'll put 2 trains on that. And then that way we can start producing our concrete, and then we'll put a single train that goes from there to there, or 2 trains, whichever it costs. Okay, so we've not put any sort of maintenance depot down there. Let's set that to 4. And let's see. Have we set off with that train? Oh, yes, we have. Right. Okay, cool. So, we've got loads of trains that aren't basically running currently. Let's get rid of that train. So we've got a clear path through there. We need to get this growing enough so that we can get that production up. Bochum has grown. I wonder how much it's grown by. What are we looking at? 1, 2, 4. Essen is up to 154. And we're going to start seeing our concrete being produced very soon. We've just got to wait for our first trains to arrive with the goods. Okay, so we've got some nice goods going that way. See if we can locate this one. Here it's coming now. So actually we're not too far away from our first load of concrete being produced. Let's actually increase the production. Sod it, let's go 3 times. We've got enough money here. There you go. That actually might want 3 trains. Let's see. But then also let's make sure that that train isn't bringing concrete back. How about we add that on the way? Yeah, cool. So the first one's actually almost there. Brilliant. So we're going to start seeing our concrete being made. And then we're going to put a new rail line that goes from there just down that line, and that's going to take, we'll put 2 trains on, and it only takes concrete. It's quite the line, that. Why is that dipped down the rest compared to the rest? Okay, so we've got tools moving. October 76. So we've got just short of 2 years to do this, but we should now start seeing our production of concrete pretty swiftly as well. Just see how other cities are doing. Are they doing anything? Not really. I mean, they are taking goods. Maybe we should up it to 3 trains and just see if we can get extra goods moving up towards Schwertz. We do need to find a way to get some of these cities growing pretty swiftly. So our first concrete train is almost ready to go. And let's just see what we've got dispatching from here. So Solingen, we're not too worried about that. That's something coming in. Let's do it alphabetically so we can see what we've got. So Drisberg, that's coming in. Oberhausen. Okay. Let's get a couple of trains running up there as well. So our first load of concrete is arriving. And it's actually just all been completely absorbed by that city. Which is okay. You know, at the end of the day, we can... we'll see that moving nicely from there. How's concrete doing here now? We've got 1 out of 29. We seem to be not producing again. What haven't we got? We haven't got this. From up here, that's on its way. Wow. No, I don't want to produce it. Don't want to buy it for that. But do we need to see this? Sod it. We need to see that increase that. I'm not too fussed at this point now. We've got 13 million. We're doing bang on. So don't worry about that. Let's get a cheeky train from Mulheim down to there. And set it so that it doesn't take any concrete back. That will just help it grow a little bit more as well. And as soon as the first sort of trains go with concrete, we'll start seeing that. So just got coke till you croak, which is to produce 2,000 loads of coke. And what we want to start seeing, guys, is trains leaving like that with the concrete. That's what we want to see. Have we got going from here? So we've got Essen Main. Duisburg. Huh. I don't think we've got a train that goes from here to there. Randomly. Right, so we've got the, it's starting to move the concrete now. Great. How's our concrete being produced? It's being produced, it's just... I don't want to say it's slow, it's just literally as it's being made, it's being loaded and gone. Which is, of course, exactly what you kind of want. And then we can see again inside of the warehouse what we've got. So we've got 5 in there at the moment, and you can see it's got 3 being allocated to Oberhausen and 2 to Essen. Right, I think we should increase our wood. Maybe we can't, or actually maybe we can. I'm just going to do a quick whip round and see how things are doing. So we've got Solingen is growing. Whippoorwill isn't growing at all. That's not growing. Nothing's growing over this side either, which is really odd. I'd thought it would have been growing by now. What are we missing over here that's stopping us from growing? Wood. We've got steel. Steel's coming. Wood's a big issue. Meat's an issue over here. Wood, meat, and cloth. So it might be worth to run a train from there over to there, and we'll put 2 trains on, and it's going to run only actually let's send it with that. Meat, coke, and wood and stuff. Brilliant. Right, okay, so why didn't we see that one before? So we're growing up down here again. Let's check our 5 out of 32 now. How are we doing in the warehouse for that? So we've got 7 being allocated to Mulheim and 1 to Dreisberg. And how are we doing down here with our cement factory? We're doing all good. So that needs potatoes to help grow. So where have we got potatoes in this area? Okay, so we're now looking at 11 out of 32. It's absolutely flying now, guys. That's growing nicely. That's growing nicely. So this again gives us opportunity for more business at this end. Something like cheese potentially. I'm not too worried about this, guys. Do you know what? Let's delete that rail line now. Let's just get rid of that one. Okay, right. At this point, we're going to end up with another business there, another business there, another business here, which is all good. And hopefully, we're going to see something up here as well. Meats, we've got 15 carriages of meat on the way and 7 cloth. So we're going to run a couple of trains that just take cloth down to Essen as well, just to help us out a little bit. $19 out of 32, so now the concrete is getting dispatched nicely across the region. We're happy with that, guys. Realistically, we could do with it being warehoused, potentially maybe up in Essen. I mean, I don't know if it's going to work. We've got literally nothing here in any of the warehouses. Is that, we're not producing enough? Let's pump that up. Sod it, let's pump that up. Pump that up to five trains and see if that makes any difference. Let's put that up to 3 trains and let's have a look at our cheese production. Push that up again as well. See if we can get more cheese. More cheese, Gromit. God, look at that. Right, so we're up to 26 out of 32. Guys, we are going to fulfill this task any moment now. So while we're waiting, let's have a look at our research. Let's just go back now and see anything we've missed that's important. What's that? Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. We don't need bonds now. We'll take training. And you know what? Because we're also making a good bit of money, let's put everything up to 150. Why not? Let's give them a bonus. Security is not really an issue. Okay, so actually we are already kind of working on our next couple of tasks straight away. So we've fulfilled the Helilungus, however you want to pronounce that, with 32 loads of concrete. We now need to transport a total of 20 cars with electric components and produce a total load of 250 steel. Reach a million citizens in your network, which we've done. Reach 200,000 citizens in the Ruhr district and put all competitors out of business, which we've already done. So we're now in a position where we need to start seeing steel. Let's send that with 4. Let's stop them trains blocking up my network. So we've got an option here as to where we can put what we've got going on here. Oh God. Oh wow. Don't see why they're all blocked up like that. Should all just keep moving, which they will now. We need to think about what do we need for electrical components. So let's have a look. So we need steel and copper wire. So we've got steel over here already. We've got a reserved place. So let's change that, I think, to electrical components over here. Now we just need to focus on getting some copper wire from here. All the way over to here. And let's see if we start seeing that happen. There we go. So we're going to start seeing some copper wire moving. We could probably do with copper wire growing. So, yeah, we've got plenty to start making it with. Brilliant. And I think we'll just start producing plenty. Let's increase that to level 5. So we are constantly making that. Suppose we need to start probably sending out more steel. We're going to send steel up to there now anyway, at least. Dortmund might want... There we go, look at that. Right, let's get something else up here. We've got to think about what's available. Not a great deal, unfortunately. Do you know what? Let's put another copper wire factory there. Back to where it originally was. So we can now start producing copper wire over there as well. Why not? It's an extra commodity, this end. So we're up to 57 out of 250. We need to see what we've got coming in here. The steel is moving, that's what we need to see. Steel moving. Steel. So number one has only made it that far. Wow. But time-wise, I mean, we have got years to get this done, so we are, in effect, getting this done. So what we're going to do here, guys, is just start seeing the production, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to skip time and wait until we are almost done. And that way we can finish on a 5-parter, certainly not as long as it has been previously. We'll look at the steel. We've produced 99 steel already. It's not going out quick enough, is it? It's not leaving quick enough. We need to see who needs steel that hasn't got steel. Because we need to be producing the steel anyway, so... So let's see if we can get some steel being produced, and if we put steel in the warehouse here as well, that might really help boost movement of the steel. Doesn't hurt if we were to stick some steel in that warehouse. I'm just trying to think different things we can do now to try and send steel out. Well, let's face it, we're not warehousing anything at the minute here. See if we can do that. We just need to see steel being distributed so that we can make more steel. Where is our copper wire? That's what we need to see now. Where's our copper wire? Oh, okay, so the first one looks like it's arrived. Number 3 is on the way. Number 2 is actually almost there as well, guys. Beautiful. So we're going to start seeing electrical components being produced now. We need to try and help the trains arriving on both of these sides currently, I think. Let the trains arrive before we do anything else, because otherwise they'll all disappear, and we need to see them electrical components at least going from I presume we've at least produced 1 or 2, and they've gone. Just see if I can help the trains move through the station just that little bit better by adding more gridirons. Okay. Same again this side. We'll just let that train disappear. Okay, so that should now help the trains here. So we're up to 131. That's easily helping the trains now through the so let's increase that to 4 trains. Electrical components, still waiting to see them. Once we know that they're actually getting distributed, I'll be happy to know that they're actually going out. I presume they are going out for the very simple fact that we haven't produced a single one by the looks of it. And the production's been going on for a few weeks now, so we must have at least sent 1 or 2 out. Just don't know where they've gone as of yet. Okay, so that's all the trains that are going from Oberhausen. Brilliant. Right, we should have done that a little while back. So I'm trying to work out currently where our electrical components have gone that we have produced. Because we've at least produced a few, and unless they are literally getting absorbed into the city, that's kind of what I think's happening here. They're getting absorbed into the city. That's my thinking at the minute. As soon as we know that they are starting to be produced, we will. I will be happy. We can make that 3 trains again now. So steel-wise, we're up to 146 out of the 250. And we're not producing again, but we know that we've got. So I'm going to put a new rail line that goes from there to there, and it's going to take just steel, and on the return we can take any goods it wants. Because we need to get that steel distributed so that we are producing more. Because without obviously producing more, that target isn't going to go up. So electrical components, we're now, I think we're going to start seeing them, guys, being distributed. Well, I hope we're going to start seeing them being distributed very soon. There we go, look, we've got one stored now, which means they will start being distributed. Because it's such a busy line. It's starting to really get clogged up now. We should see that moving in a sec. We need to see it moving. This is why I didn't want Thingy and Essen. Wow. That's a lot of trains backed up. The only other way I can think of doing it at current time is if we are to make electrical components in a city that isn't needing them currently. But then you start looking at the cities we have got, and they all kind of need them now. So I think we're just going to have to wait, guys. So we'll return in a moment. Right, okay, so this has taken a little bit longer than expected. We fulfilled the steel quite quickly in 1876, February, and it's now December. Well, I've done 14 of the electrical components. The hardest thing, guys, has definitely been getting the copper wire here, but we've now got trains actually starting to appear with the copper wire. In fact, we've just had a full train arrive with the copper wire, and we've got more trains on the way with copper wire. We've got I've put another copper wire factory down here, and we should be able to see our next copper wires arriving as well. So I can see that in the next couple of moments we're going to start seeing we've got 15 out of 20 now, so we just need to see those last couple of components being made. As soon as they're made and dispatched, we're going to complete. So we're up to 16. I think the trick to that one, guys, although like I've got it in a good place, is actually putting it in a city that doesn't need, it hasn't got the demand for them as of yet, and then you're gonna fire them out pretty quickly. If you've got a city that has got the demand or is far away from the copper wire, that's where you're really going to struggle. I'm not gonna lie, I have really struggled with that. Get that out of my way. So what I have actually been doing, just to try and push a few more trains through, is just delete the odd one that's been causing any sort of issue as well. We've got 89 million at this point. Realistically, it's not an issue anymore. Money. I know a few more electrical components have left. Where they've gone, I don't know. That is a good question. Oh, there's 2. So 16, that should be 18. I wonder if anything's gone out on any of them. No. And the other thing I've done, guys, as well, to try and help this work, is removed some of the train, some of the. If I can think about what I'm trying to say here, hold on, we've got another one going there. I have removed the maintenance stations from some of these stations, just to really try and push it out. So 19. We are still producing, which is brilliant now. It's took, like I said, took a long time for that to happen. Just trying to see if and where that last electrical component is, or where it's going to go. At least we've got some sort of idea as to where it might be. And all of a sudden, we've got no trains here in this station. And we've definitely got one electrical component, so where is it going to get loaded? There it is. It's getting loaded. Go into Mulheim. So as soon as that train arrives at Mulheim, which is a really quick train anyway, we're going to finally complete the scenario. It's been a long time coming, guys. Are we going to get the best rating? Probably not. Am I bothered? Not really. Oh, of course you're getting resupplied. Why wouldn't you get resupplied? I'm waiting for you to arrive. Right, hold on. We need to sort this out. Breakdown. What are you? Delete that train. Get out of my way. Yes, it had electrical components on it, but this one here has also got electrical components and is about to arrive. Hurry up and arrive. Hurry up and arrive. Let's get this finished. I wonder how the cheese did here. Loads of cheese. Right, so that is finally it, guys. The scenario completed. So that gives you Gluck off. So we've done it in director mode, which is absolutely fine, guys. Absolutely no interest in doing it anything better than that. So Railway Empire 2. That gives us that. And also I got Coke Till You Croak as well. So not doing too bad. The next one we're going to be doing is the La Dame de Fer. We've done the Concrete Giant prior to this. Might do it again. But I'm also going to start looking at the Steel Dragons. So Humble Beginnings of Bicycles and Fireworks and Journey to the West. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope that's been a little bit better than the last one. So thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.